But man, Hannah Ermeling headed to Millikan University to play basketball.
That did happen about a week ago, right?
Yeah,
just
really recent. Yep. So huge for her.
Exactly.
Now we got our 6'3" post Evie Kraus. And
menace.
Yeah.
Menace in the paint, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets a good amount of rebounds, I'd say.
For sure.
But anyways, so FHN, after a rough start, they started at 1-5 on the season, and they are nearly sitting at 500 after that bad start. They're 8-10 now, after 2 wins versus Liberty, back-to-back, and big wins. 21-point score differential there.
Wow.
So yeah, the Knights were putting up good numbers there.
Seriously.
Yeah, so they're 6-4 in their last 10 and 2-2 in the last 10 for the Knights there, in league play.
Pretty solid. They definitely have momentum going into this game, I feel like.
But something to keep in mind is FHN has yet to win 3 in a row this season. So, but I believe tonight can be the game. There are a few keys to the game that I believe need to happen in order for the Knights to be able to pull off the win here.
All right, we're getting started. Alicia getting the offense ready for Francetown North.
There's that 6'3", Evie Kraus in the middle there.
Oh, Davis threw it away. And, they're calling it a deflection.
Must have been tipped.
Gonna remain Knights ball.
Yep, so on offense, I think we need to let Alicia Hunt fire away from the arc. She's a great three-point shooter, and then if they start seeing that she is, and they start pressuring her, she can drive in. She's a great ball handler.
Little no-look pass to Ermling. Ooh, just off the mark from 3. Davis gets the board, though. Knights keeping it alive.
And now this is something that you'll see a lot. They try to keep the ball in Hannah's hands as much as possible. Hannah Ermeling, she's a great ball handler. Very few turnovers, and obviously, as point guard, she's going to be handling that ball all the time.
Right.
So if they can keep it in her hands, they can avoid those turnovers that can be detrimental to them.
For sure. Duchesne trying to get their offense running right now. Moving the ball around pretty nicely. Now, on Duchesne, number 14, Haley Stockhausen. All right, she's been doing great so far, averaging about 8.7 points per game. And that's the most on her whole team. So I would say watch out from her from the arc as she launches one and drains it.
Wow.
3-0, as we were just talking.
Yep.
And sure enough, obviously it was Haley Stockhausen. She is...
Here goes Ermeling.
She's 25% from 3 right now, which is, I mean,
that's not spectacular. Alicia Hunt for the Knights, she's higher than that. She's sitting at 30.9, I believe.
Yeah.
But she's shooting an average of 40% overall from the field, which is very impressive.
For sure.
So she's definitely someone to watch there.
Yeah. And Duchenne's coming off a tough loss against MICDS last night, 49-13.
Wow.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, MICDS, great team as North
Kraus
threw the
under
ball away
pressure.
At the block, but it was pretty rough. Their last win was against Dubourg. They won 38-33. Pretty impressive.
See, that's the thing where you see come into play where these smaller schools don't really play the big schools, and so their records are often falsely good. And then once they start playing those better, higher-level big school teams, you just see that there is a huge difference in those conference plays.
For sure. Here's number 10, Taylor Mears, handling the ball.
So one of the keys to defense for the Knights tonight is to get those rebounds and then get out of the zone, get out of defense as soon as possible. Because I was just about to say, they need to block the layups without giving up fouls, which is something that they've been doing, having a hard time with.
And we just received news that our school, or the whole district, for that fact, has been canceled for the next 2 days. So to everyone that was praying or flushing ice cubes down the toilet or whatever you do for your ritual.
You said flushing ice cubes?
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
Is that some sort of superstition?
Yeah, sure. If you put it that way. But school is canceled from Wednesday to Thursday for anyone knowing.
All right.
Wanting to know. But back to the game.
Yes,
Alicia Hunt gets it to Swope.
Ooh.
Stolen by Haley Stockhausen. She's a player to watch.
Yep. And that's where having Hannah handle the ball as much as possible comes into play, because she's so clean with it and so protects the ball so well, whereas some of these other girls may not. Oh wow!
Great layup over the 6'3" Evie Kraus.